Hi there. Hope you have a fantastic day today. This lesson, I will go through 2023 HSC papers with you. Of course, there is a PDF file versions on the description below for you to download so you can work with me. Otherwise, let's go straight into it. First one. What was Peter's heart rate 20 minutes after she started marathon? So we need to know that horizontal axis is time in minutes. Heart rate, beats per minute. So after 20 minutes, so this means that 20 minutes is here, and we need to look for the heart rates. So it's here. So therefore, 20 beats per minute. So 20 beats per minute. Part B. Peter started the marathon at 10 a.m. What time would her heart rate first reach 140 beats per minute? So for heart rate, 140 beats per minute. So it's here. 140, we go across and we look at the time. So that is 30 minutes after she started the marathon. So therefore, because she's starting at 10 a.m., so 30 minutes later, so should be 10:30 a.m. because at 10 a.m. and 30 minutes later, so 10:30 a.m. So 10:30 a.m. So there you go. Next one. So we need to complete the network diagram using the table. So from Adelaide to Hobart is 1,170. So from Adelaide, A is for Adelaide, and to Hobart, that is H. So this one here is 1170. So 1170. And then from A to P, that is Adelaide to Perth. So that is 2120. So 2120. And then from Brisbane to Darwin. So B to D. So that is 2850. So B to D is here. So that is 2850. And then B to S, that is Sydney, is 750. So B to S is 750. And then Darwin to Brisbane, so D to B. So D to B already done. And then we have D to P, Darwin to Perth. So already done here, we can see that. And then now D to S. So D to S is here. So I just need to connect this. So D to S is 3150. So 3150. And then we from H to A, already done. And then H Hobart to Sydney. So from here to here. So that is 1040. And then Perth to Adelaide. So Perth to Adelaide, P to A already done. And P to D is already done. That is in here. And then we have P to S. So P to S is here. So that is 3270. Now from S to B. So S to B already done. And then we have S to D. And S to D is Sydney to Darwin, already did. And S to H, we did that as well. And S to P. So S to P already done. So now that's it. That is the network diagram for the table here. So that's it. Part B. Martha wants to travel from Hobart to Darwin. She wants to change plans only once. So only one stop if you like. Using the network diagram, calculate how many kilometers she will travel by plane. So from Hobart to Darwin, so stop only once. So you can only travel from Hobart to Sydney and then from Sydney to Darwin. Okay, so there are only one options. So the other option is you need to stop more than once. Okay, so keep that in mind. So therefore, this is the path that you need to travel. So therefore, we need to work out the distance. So that is 1,040 kilometers. And then we add 3,150. So that will give me, so 3 plus 1 is 4, 190 kilometers. So there you go. Question 18. So we need to provide two features about this frequency histogram. So we know that it is symmetrical, right? So we can just write this down. So first thing we know that is the histogram. So there you go. That is one key information. And because we know that this graph is normal distributions, so therefore it tells us the mean, the average. Okay, the mean is 49.5. So we can say that. So the other one is the mean. So there you go. Question 19. So we need to find the shortest distance from A to D. So this is A and this is D. So we need to work out the shortest distance. So we need to try several paths, but this one is quite obvious. So the first thing is we can see from A to B, and then from B to F, and then from F to G and to D. And you can see that is the shortest distance, okay? And it's quite obvious. If you try these different paths, so the distance is not the shortest, okay? So keep that in mind. So therefore, the path is, so we just write A to B to F to G and D. So A, B, F, G, D. So there you go. That is the shortest path, okay? So part B. So is it a minimum spanning tree? So to work it out, so we can just quickly draw a spanning tree from this and we can compare. All right. So first of all, we start from A. So we can go to B. So that's the shortest path. And then the next one is here. And then we can go to H, the smallest value. And then we can go from F to E. We can start from F to G because that's the shortest one. And then from G, we can go to D. And then from D, we can go to C. So that is our minimum spanning tree. So therefore, the difference is this path here. So obviously, it's not a minimum spanning tree because BC is not the smallest value, okay? So we can write it down. So therefore, so there you go. Because BC is not the shortest path. So there you go. Question 20. Based on the graph, what is the maximum height reached by the ball? So we know that the maximum height is right here. And therefore, it's just below 25. So you can see here, it's going up by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it go up by 1 meter. So therefore, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. So 24 meters is the maximum height. Part B, based on the graph, at what 2 times is the ball at 3/4 of its maximum height? So we know that maximum height is 24. So 3/4 of that. So let me just write 3 over 4 times 24. So that will give me So 24 divided by 4 is 6. 6 times 3 is 18. So 18 meters. Of course, you can just put on a calculator. You should get 18. And then 18 is here. That is 18 meters high. And across here. So that's 18. So this is the true time. So 1 second and 3 seconds. So let me just write this down. So therefore, 1 second and 3 seconds. So there you go. Question 21. Electricity provider A charges 25 cents per kilowatt hours for electricity. So let me just highlight this first. So 25 cents per kilowatt hour plus a fixed monthly charge of $40. So in another word, we have $0.25 times the amount of kilowatts hour, and we add $40. Okay, keep that in mind. And whatever that kilowatt hour is, which is times by 0.25, and we add 40 on top. So we need to complete the table below here. So when the electricity used is 400 kilowatts hour, so we just go 0.25 times 400, and we add 40 on top. So I just put on a calculator. So I just go 0.25 times 400, and we add 40. So there you go, 140. So $140. So that's it. So part B, it's actually charged 35 cents per kilowatt hour, and there is no monthly fees. Okay, so keep that in mind. So the question is on the grid provided on previous page. So this page here, and we need to graph for the company A. So we just plot this point in for company A. So that is when we have 0 kilowatts hour. So we have to pay $40. So horizontal axis is kilowatt hour. And then the vertical axis is the fees. Okay, the total charge if you like. So we look at the table, 0.40. So 0.40 is here. So there you go. And then we have 400. So therefore will be 140 for the fees or the charge. So 400, 140. So we know that it's go up by 1, 2, 3, 4. So go up by 10. Now for 400, it go up all the way. So 140. So 120 at 10, at another 10. So 140 right on the line. Okay. And then we can put one more point in. So 1000 will give me 290. So 1000 is here. 290, we go all the ways to 280 and 90 here. So let me just clear this. So right on the dot. So now what we do, which is use ruler to connect these points together. So there you go. Part C. Use two graphs to determine the number of kilowatts hour per month for which provider A and provider B charge the same amount. So that means when two graphs are equal. So look at the graph. So there you go. When they're equal, that's right at this point here. So that is 400 kilowatts hour, and it go up by 10. Don't forget. So $140. So that is the fee. So 120, 130, 140. So 140. So therefore 400 kilowatts hour. So we just need to work out the number of kilowatts hour. That's all. So 400 kilowatts hour. So there you go. Part D. Customer uses an average of 800 kilowatts hour per month. Which provider, A or B, would be the cheapest options, and by how much? So we need to work out 800 kilowatts hour first. So where it is we just need to locate on the graph. So this 800 kilowatts hour here. So this is company A, and this is company B, or provider A and B. So for A is actually $240, and for B is $280. So let me just write this down. Okay, so for company A or provider A, it charge $240, and for provider B is actually $280. So we just find the difference. So 280 minus 240, so that is $40. So therefore, provider B is cheaper and by $40. So there you go. Question 22. So we know the braking distance is equal to K times the square of the speed. So when the speed is 50 kilometers per hour, the braking distance is 20 meters. So we can use these informations to work out the value of K. So that means the braking distance, that is 20, and when the speed is 50. So now what I do, I just go 20 equal K times 50 square. So now K is equal to 20 over 50 square. And I don't have the brackets, okay? It doesn't make any difference. So we just write that. So now just put on a calculator. So I just go 20 over 50 square. So there you go, 1 over 125. So therefore, K is 1 over 125. And you can write in decimal if you like. Now, part B. So what is the braking distance when the speed of the car is 90 kilometers per hour? So we know that the braking distance is equal to K times this. Let me just write this down. So braking distance is equal to K. K is 1 over 125, and we times by 90 square. So there you go. I just put on a calculator. So I just go answer times 90 square. So there you go. And I press SD button, 64.8. So let me write this down, equal 64.8, and the distance is in meters. So there you go. Question 23. 100 tickets are sold in a raffle which offer 2 prizes. Hazel buys 5 of the tickets. A ticket is drawn at random for the first prize. A second ticket is drawn from the remaining tickets for the other prize. What is the probability that Hazel wins both prizes? So first of all, we know that she's bought 5 tickets. So therefore, the probability winning both prizes, just write this down first. So the first probability that she win for the first prize is she have 5 tickets and 100 tickets altogether. So therefore, 5 out of 100. Now, the second drawn, so she only have 4 tickets left. So therefore, her probability of winning for the second prize is 4 over. So we have 99 tickets in a draw. So we only have 99. So that is the second stage is 4 out of 99. So we just put on a calculator. So I just go 5 over 100, and then we just times 4 over 99. So there you go, 1 over 495 equal 1 over 495. So there you go, and thank you so much for watching. Bye.